go with the law and order things, it's just going to get worse. Why don't you give us something to celebrate? How about that?
Rapper and entrepreneur Ice Cube has accused the NBA and Adam Silver of wrongdoing.
Understanding the things that they're doing to prevent the Big Three from growing, mainly considering our league as competition, which is ridiculous. It's no competition. We're complimentary.
And he believes they have a case against the association for hurting the Big Three's business.
I don't understand why they would, do some of the things that's being done behind the scenes. They're
like encouraging people to not do it?
Encouraging people to not sponsor us.
Really?
Yeah. Encouraging networks not to play us.
Really?
Yeah.
Serious allegations that has now warranted the United States Department of Justice to investigate.
We definitely not getting support from the NBA or ESPN. I think they should really support what we're doing.
Have you sat with Adam Silver before?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We actually tried to give him a piece of the league, but he didn't want it. So at the end of the day, we don't need him. We just want him to get out of our way. We want him to stop talking to sponsors and partners and telling them not to work with the Big Three. That's not cool.
If true, this is a really, really big story. Via TMZ Sports, the Department of Justice launched the inquiry months ago, examining alleged anti-competitive behavior on the part of the association aimed at squashing the Big Three's growth.
It's not the culture of the NBA. It's just the suits. It's the corporate people. You know what I mean? It's the brass. It's the top guys that are scared of what we got. They think like we own basketball.
Isn't that crazy?
It's nuts. They are, I think, intimidated that we have changed the game.
In June, the prolific NWA rapper told millions of his followers across social media he was going on a podcast tour because he was not, quote, part of the club, his words, and demanded his league be given more attention.
The NBA been with us. Now, a lot of people might say, like, well, but Cube, you want to work with the NBA. Really, I don't give a about working with the NBA. What I want them to do when I say work with us is to stop working against us. Stop doing that bull behind the scenes that we know you're doing.
It's quite interesting, though, if we're just being objective here, to see Cube utter these words and then somehow a DOJ investigation via TMZ Sports uses the same language per media reports of the NBA allegedly preventing sponsors and discouraging others from working with his league. On Adam Silver, Cube gave his opinion on the matter.
But labeling us competition prevents other NBA owners from investing. And if you even think you want to own an NBA team, you won't invest because this would disqualify you if you invest in a Big Three before you bought your NBA team.
Wow.
So it eliminates a lot of potential investors. All he has to do is not include the Big Three in that clause as a competing league, and then we can work with a lot of the same people.
TMZ would add some current players have expressed a desire to play in Cube's league in the offseason, but they were told, as the Big Three sees it, the association prevented some from doing so, putting arbitrary rules in place to stop players from hooping in the league.
Look, we're prevailing without it, but why should we just, suffer in silence? You know what I mean? Why should we not let people know what's being done from the NBA office? Everybody like us and love us, but except Adam Silver and Mark Tatum.
Cube mentioned they believe they have been unfairly targeted and rattled off the rhetoric of owners being discouraged by the NBA in investing. These same sentences were put in the TMZ piece, which could only lead one to believe Cube or a Cube-adjacent source is leaking to the outlet. NBA spokesman Mike Bass would go on the record via TMZ Sports saying the claims are completely untrue. The league could potentially face a fine if found to be committing any antitrust violations.